This clip is brought to you by Piedmontese Beef, the best beef on the planet. Use code POWER for 25% off your entire order. Enjoy the clip and enjoy your meat.
So let me ask this. When it comes to like when you guys see high school lifters lifting or athletes, let's focus specifically on athletes, so not powerlifters or bodybuilders, but athletes within sport that are doing a lot of movements. Outside of spinal compression, what are other concepts that athletes are missing out in their training that they need to be addressing or they need to get rid of?
I think the ankles and hips aren't given the right lens. The way we're doing groundwork, I think is fantastic. And the earlier we can get someone on the ground, opening up those ankles, hips, knees, the better. Because the older you get, the harder it is to be able to achieve something like that. Yeah. Sitting on top of your shins. It's damn near impossible. But if you're 14, 15 years old, you can probably do it. You better keep doing it. If you can bring that hamstring to the calf, you're doing pretty well. Anything they need to get rid of, I mean, just not supervising, you know? Just
try to get this in front of you.
Thank you. From what I remember, and from what I've seen, there's just, you know, one coach for every 10, 12 athletes, sometimes less. You can't make sure everyone's doing things appropriately. And they've got numbers on paper, and they're going to go for those numbers that the day calls for.
Yeah.
Hell or high water, because they know big and strong is how they do the job on the field. At least that's the message they're told.
But do you think, because like we were talking about this previously about like, I don't know, we'll say a deadlift or even a bench press, like it's all on a single plane. So like, are they not coaching like, so like Gary, he told me to use the Henny attachment if I want to work my chest, but right. So it's, I'm pushing, but my feet had to be in a right position to do it. And it was really, really difficult.
Yeah.
But it was very much different than a straight bar. Like I'll just even use a machine, right? Like that's not going anywhere. All I have to do is just be strong and push. Like, right. Do you think those are building like bad patterns and they're not teaching maybe some of the other stuff like corners, right? Like, I don't know if they're teaching that in high school or anything like that.
It's arguable. I mean, I think, you know, if we're focusing on the footwork and we're not bracing the core too much, things like that, we're not going to stay super stiff. But again, within the world of GOTA, it's not useful like a machine bench press. It's not useful for the athlete necessarily, because if you're crawling, say you have to crawl 300 yards after your workout's over, or you've got to do crossover push-ups for 15 minutes total throughout the workout, that'll build your chest.
Right.
There are a bunch of 17 and 18-year-old kids down in New Orleans who can prove it.
Guys, we're working hard over here trying to learn, trying to bring our information to you, and we need your help. A lot of you guys watching these bites aren't subscribed, so just click that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can see when we continue to come out with this heat. Talk to y'all later.